So, I wasn't going to let nothing be an excuse for why I couldn't do this. So I'm going to do it. Here we go. God been telling me to go back into one of the old messages he gave me. And a long time ago, he gave me a message about how to avoid demonic possession, like how to do like basic self exorcisms, right? And so he told me to go back to it with everything I know now. Oh my goodness. But it was also my daughter is like leaving from junior high school to high school. So there was some things she had said that made it like mathematical certainty why God wins, like a mathematical certainty. So I'm gonna go through explaining this to you. So let me take a deep breath because it's deep. This for the deep people. This is that you really want to gain understanding at all cost. You know what I'm saying? So go look it up for yourself, because like I said, I could be Looney Tunes out here, real talk. But this what God told me. He told me that the body is always negative. Always. So whenever this equation comes up, hold on, let me get this other book instead. My Bible too small. Let me get the coordinates. Okay. So this is what he said. He said the body is always negative. Remember, there's only positive and negative. There's for every action, there's an opposite yet equal reaction. Okay, so that's all that exists is positive or negative. If we are energy, right, that's all there is in the atom is a proton, electron, and a neutron. You could be neutral. Okay, but so the body's always negative. Why is it always negative? Because from the moment that it's born, it is decaying. It is carnal. Like it can be, don't get me wrong, you can dress it up, you can control it and dress it up and build it up, but for the most part it's negative. It doesn't have a God, if that makes sense. God told me that the body was highly evolved organic AI. Like, oh, no, no, not highly evolved. No, because he told me there was no evolution except for, so no, divine created organic AI was what he told me about the body. Okay. So, but it's always depleting. It's not a infinite thing. Now, the soul can be positive or negative, right? It could switch back and forth. So the soul itself, that's why the bracket's on the outside, okay? So the soul itself could be positive or negative, okay? It just depends on the situation, right? Now, the spirit, these are the parts that make you up: body, soul, and spirit, okay? The spirit is either positive or negative, one or the other. It can't switch back and forth. You get what I'm saying? It can't go back and forth. It's either all positive or all negative. Okay? So I was sitting there with my daughter and I said, look at this. God told me to show you something. What if the soul, this is the human part, right? This is the person part, was positive, right? And the spirit was positive. Who wins? God wins, right? So we got one for God. Okay? If now remember, this always negative. So let's say the soul is negative. Okay? Let's just say the soul is negative, all right? And the spirit, now remember, it's one or the other. Currently in your heart might be a positive spirit. Okay? But if you can't forgive whatever's going on that done made you negative, you're going to eject. You're going to eject that spirit and take this spirit. This is when nobody can say God around you. You get what I'm saying? This is when you like, no. Or you taking up for the devil, or you taking up for, the evil entity. You get what I'm saying? So that's just the truth, okay? So at that point, If it the only way the devil could get you, I feel like I'm giving a play by play, like this is a football game. The only way negativity can get you is if it turns your heart negative. If it turns your heart negative, it could get you. You get what I'm saying? But if your heart is positive, right? And the body is negative, right? So this is where Christ live at, in the heart, right? So it's basically 2 to 1. He can eject this one and bring back in the positive. You get what I'm saying? So it's a mathematical certainty. It's always 2 to 1. Unless that one little time, there's only one time it's possible, is if they can trick the soul, the heart, into being so negative that it ousts the spirit and takes on this spirit instead. That's the only way. Okay? But other than that, that's the mathematical certainty. Real talk. See, let's go this way. Hold on, let me do it like this so I can see. Okay. So we're going to say there's a positive spirit, negative heart, and a negative spirit. Well, two negatives equal a positive. Like it's just like God still wins even if your heart ain't in it, as long as you don't kick him out. They trying to get you to kick him out up here, and some of y'all doing it. Don't kick him out. That's all you gotta do is keep him in there. If you keep him in there, he win. No matter, he win. He still win. Look, he won there. The only one he didn't win was right here. But on each one of these, he won. So just don't kick him out. Keep him at the table. Because that's what they're trying to trick you into doing. Because even two negatives, there's still a positive there. If God is in it, there's still a positive there. All right. So I hope y'all got it. I hope it wasn't, y'all to get it soon. Just go back and watch that video. But this was literally how forgiveness, like how Christ, because that's what Christ was, right? Christ was forgiveness. He was the one who said, look, I know what the law said. I know what it said. We supposed to stone her. But the truth is, all of us done messed up. So, let the first one that is without sin stone her, because I don't want no parts of that one, right? Another person just genuinely like didn't think about all the rules of the Pharisees and Sadducees, and they just believed. It was like, just because I'm a man of authority, so I know you a man of the authority. So if you believe, I believe, right? And dude was like, I believe with you. God was like, I'm willing. You know what I mean? Christ, right? God told me to give him his title. His title is Christ. Christ was like, I believe. So all you got to do is be willing during the time as this. Just like Christ was. They say, are you willing? Christ said, I'm willing. So forgiveness is the ability to switch back and forth. You get what I'm saying? Without forgiveness, you just stuck. As things get bad, you just bad. You get what I'm saying? That's how this go. That's this one. Where things bad, you just bad. You can't take it. And God told me, it don't gotta be that way. Just don't kick them out. Like, don't kick them out. Keep feeling. Keep learning. Everything that happens to us is a learning experience. Everything of it, because he's trying to mature us so he could walk with us. Have y'all ever noticed why God, I think about this all the time. Have y'all ever noticed why God say stuff like, I will be their God and they will be my people, and it's kind of like, God, I thought you said, ain't they already yours, But he said, I got to mature them first. I can't walk with them like this. They treat me like Michael Jackson, tear me apart. You know what I'm saying? He said, I can't walk with them like this. I got to get them to the point of understanding what they really are, and how they really, you know what I'm saying? Like, how they come to exist and what's important. Like, he can't give y'all the keys to the throne when y'all get mad at him for telling y'all the truth about anything. Anything. Don't get me wrong. I'm just as the rest of them. But I'm gonna tell you this. When he said the truth, he told the truth, So What else? There was something else he had wanted me to come show y'all. He wanted that was a TKO because it's 2 against 1. I don't even know why the devil be thinking he could do it, but God told me evil comes to expose itself. That's all it does. It exposes itself. It don't do nothing else. That's it. And so that way it could expose itself in you. You know, all that kind of stuff. But Um, I feel like there's something I'm forgetting, but oh well, I'll just do it again later if I remember. All right, love you guys.